Hey, I'm Kev here. Must come on some more coverage on season 4 of Formula Xbox. And Tier 1 visited the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace in Sao Paulo, Brazil for the penultimate round of the season, round 21. And as I usually do at this circuit, it's normally a season finale on F1 2030 and F1 2012, but it's not this season. But the last race was 50%. Around Belgium as chosen by the departing legion, and so it's a long video, and so I don't have time to really wrap up my season in that video, so I thought I'd do it for this race instead. And it's not been my best season, probably my worst season in the racing, I'll be honest. Season 4, I never quite got to grips with F1 2013. I'm thinking I'm better to grips with F1 2014, but so is everyone else, and so I think it could be a bit harder in F1 2014. I think to do better, at least step up my performance to challenging for top 5s more consistently, at least, which I already did in this game. You know, I was batting for top 5s, I think only about a handful of races on genuine pace, or in, you know, strange circumstances that, like you will see in this race. But yeah, the pace just wasn't there. My teammates showed me up quite a bit. Hamilton fan, especially in qualifying, he had demon qualifying pace, and qualifying's never been my strong suit. I've always been about my race pace, about being consistent, about limiting the mistakes to make up for my lack of pace and make up with strategy as well, which you couldn't really do in F1 2013, unfortunately, unless it was a wet, dry race like Italy last season. But yeah, just not my season, unfortunately. Season 4, and hopefully in season 5 F1 2014, but it's a new game for everyone, it's a new slate there, and it's new era for Formula X. Let's hope they're going to be a bit faster on that compared to everyone else, and hopefully strategy does play a bit of a bigger role, especially in dry races, so I can make up time in using it that way and not just relying on safety cars and such like that. And so yeah, that's my thoughts on season 4 for me, and of course thanks to everyone, of course, for taking part in season 4, you know, being my opposition, you know, our overlord Jastimidget, for organising another season. I know he had big troubles with season 4, especially in tier 2, but it came out well in the end, and hopefully season 5 is much better for everyone involved, even though, you know, there's still problems with the game, of course, with especially latency and connection, and it looks like it continued for F1 2014, sadly, but hopefully you can overcome those, you know, and have another fantastic season. Yeah, so a bit of a late thank you to everyone for season 4, and yeah, on to season 5 as we do our lap round Brazil, and it's a circuit where everyone's fast. It's going to be close round here. As you can see, I was on pole just ahead of Jokers with Pro Racing 69 up there. As I said, my teammate outdoing me again, 4th on the grid as we qualify last in 7th, over 2 seconds behind. Not good pace this race, unfortunately, compared to even earlier in F1 24. The previous season had much better pace than this race, unfortunately. But as you can see, we're starting at the back with Brandon in the McLaren. Let's try and get a good start and try and make some positions into turn 1, into the centre S, where a couple of things do happen normally, as it's a very tight corner, very inviting corner for passes. And Mr. Lang again in that first corner being slow, just going wide a bit. It seems like he outbraked himself or got pushed out there, and so we go down the inside of the Williams into ninth place, where he's right in our slipstream. Look at that, the top 8 have bolted already, and he's looking down our inside. We're letting him through. It's the same strategy as Austin. We're on the same strategy, plan A, that's following him through the field. There's dust being kicked on in front of us. There's a mean battling in front, as we just totally did not break into the right hand. We thought we'd test it on the first lap. Seems we're going to have to try and brake for the corner for the rest of the other 17 laps. So at least we didn't lose too much time by our little experiment there on this first lap, as we're seeing the nice tall buildings in the background of Sao Paulo. It's easy to forget about this circuit. It's built in the middle of a city. It's just like the Mexico circuit for next year. It's in the middle of the city. And so you do have these buildings all around us. We go wide in Junkerlo, not Kimi Raikkonen ride. But we're exploring the grass, we're cutting it a bit here, we're helping the groundskeeper around here as we go on to the next lap now. And unfortunately, Pro Racing 69 has been claimed by the pit wall. Of course, new pit exit this season, much better than this pit entry even. This pit entry, but unfortunately it's claiming the Ferrari And it looks like we've got a Ferrari in front of us in 8th in stop. Matt Nicolas termed in a fast lap window 1:10s, and we're 3 seconds off the pace on our prime tyres. Got to speed up a bit, at least be 2 seconds off the pace. But safety car came out for that instance, so we're down to the mix. We changed onto the option tyres, I believe. I've probably got this the wrong way around, actually, looking at this. But we're at the back, behind Legion as well, who pitted in, is Williams, and he's gone wide as well. What's about Williams going wide this race so far on lap 6? They're going into the left-hand. Oh no, the other Williams, James Zhang. I believe he got together with my teammate, unfortunately, in that corner. And now he's spinning wide, and then we let Legion through. It's near the end of his Formula Xbox career. Let's let him through. Let's let him through there. As onto lap 7 into the Senna S's, and another incident. This time Brandon in the McLaren. I believe he got together with RS2M in the Red Bull, and he got into the wall in Coa do Sol. Look at this RS2M trying to block us off, but didn't get up the speed fast enough. And so unfortunately, that's Brandon out of the race. That's 2 big incidents, 2 fast guys out of the race already, and 1 fast guy getting caught up as well. And then the safety car came out, and look at this madness. There's been an incident in front as well, and so we got 2 penalties for fast passing 2 guys under the safety car. Nothing we could do there. It's instant. They were stuck in the middle of the track, not moving, ghosting with my teammate. Legion was in the barrier, and unfortunately I think my teammate didn't give Legion much room on that incident. And as you can see, I slowed down there thinking, no, I could let them through maybe, but then I realised, yeah, we're all going to get penalties that way. So speeding up, getting into the pit entrance once again, and making our 2nd pit stop as well. So onto some fresh tyres here, and we're up to 3rd place as well, ahead of Legion, behind CK and behind Jokers, and we hope to be on the pace of CK because of our fresher tyres compared to his. Jokers in the McLaren much faster than us. We haven't got a chance now of catching them, but I hope we can get a podium in. We got a sniff of a podium for once near the end of the season. As I said, unusual circumstances. If we get lucky, this is how it works for us to get results, and it's working for us here in Brazil. As all CK is going to be at what? Right there in his Mercedes. That almost took my breath away there. And as you can see, going into the tight middle sector, unfortunately my game capture card kind of messed up when RS2M got past me on that previous straight there. I think I went wide in Giancarlo once again, and so he just steamed past me down the front straight, and so we're down to 4th place. We couldn't keep up the CK. Our pace was quite disappointing actually. Behind him, we just dropped back. We're looking behind at Legion, but unfortunately his wheel was messing up for him, so he couldn't really attack us. It would have been nice to have one big battle. I was tempted to slow down on the final of that, but I wasn't quite that courteous, unfortunately, for Legion. But I thought he'd catch me up anyway because I was struggling a bit with the tyres, but it doesn't. As I said, he had problems with his wheel, unfortunately. But as I normally do, I'm going to let you enjoy the final lap of this race. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the final round in Belgium.
There's not much between you and the car behind, just 2 seconds. The car behind has run out of fuel. The gap should start to increase.